Today I'm going to a faux Vietnamese restaurant, so I wanna get ready. We're leaving right away, so I wanted to film for you guys and get ready together. So it's something very quick and simple with some products that I've already had in my collection that I haven't used in a while, some of them. But I'm gonna start with this one, which I always use before I start my makeup. It's my Rhode Glazing Milk. I love this one so much. It's perfect to set my face before I go in with any type of foundation. This is kind of the primer that I use. I don't use primers anymore. I think I have to get rid of them. And I think I have to declutter if I have any primers left. I don't even know. Yeah, I do have some drugstore ones. The only ones that I really like is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, but that's not really a primer. That's more like a glowy product that you can use in so many different ways. Now that the skin is hydrated, even though I'm going to go in with a super hydrating foundation, I like to have a nice hydrated face, but today I'm going to use some powder as well. So I'm going to try my Patrick Ta Major Skin Foundation. The name is Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. And I have the shade 3 Rosy Neutral. So I've noticed that lately I kind of understood my undertone. It's more rosy. And I did pick up more proper foundations for my skin tone. I have some, which you probably see in older videos. They're still very good foundation. Just the undertone is more neutral or yellow, which doesn't really fit me. So I am more fair skin with pink undertones. So this is a really good one. I shook it really good. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to go for a one. It's slipping because of my Rhode Glazing Milk. So there you go. There's one pump. And I'm going to go into this BK Beauty 109 and start applying it. Oh, I haven't used this one in a while, so I'm excited. So I'm going to start from the middle of my face and then slowly distribute it to the outer perimeter. Oh, it's nice and glow. So I've used all of the product and I'm just going to start blending and see if I need to add more. But I think I should be good enough. I will go with a dampened sponge. And I do have a concealer, so maybe I shouldn't bring it up here too much. Let's just dab it. Oh, this is a pretty foundation. I love that it comes very thin. You saw that. But when I apply it, I can actually feel it that it's not just like skincare. You can actually feel that it's a little bit thicker on the face. So I'm going in with my dampened sponge. It feels very good on the face. And look at that nice glow. I do have my brows done. I have been using the same stuff for my brows, my Gucci and my Rare Beauty brow gel. That's all I use. I have been dyeing my own hair. I find it, with everything that's been going on lately, I found it difficult to find time for myself to go do my hair and really enjoy it. So I've been dyeing my own hair, and I have this Wella color, which is, the shade I have is 5G. And I have been loving it. It's so easy to use. And yeah, I've been doing my own hair. In case you're wondering, I do love highlights and more blondish, but it's so hard to, keep up with it. And they always look so good. When I come out of the hairdresser, it looks more platinum-like and really nice blonde highlights. And after a few weeks, it turns into this brassy, orangey, nothing like I came out with. And I think that's the toner that kind of slowly disappears, which I wish it was more of a permanent thing, not 2-week thing. It's always been bothering me that you spend so much money and then you come out after 2 weeks, the toner fades. And even though I use purple shampoo and all those necessary things, it still doesn't work. It still fades. But you never know. I will go back maybe to highlights whenever I feel bored. But right now I'm okay with this. Let's use concealer now. So I chose my YSL Touche Eclat Concealer. I love this one as a foundation too, but it's quite expensive to just use all over the face. And mine is in the shade 0. And it's one of those pens. I don't know if it came. Oh, there you go. It came out right now. And I'm just not gonna put too much. I think this is perfect because they're both, this concealer and this foundation are very similar in the formula. It's more hydrating and creamy. I have to use my concealers. I find myself on a daily basis that I skip concealer. I'm just, foundation is good enough, or I use a concealer just by itself instead of a foundation. But I find this as an extra step. But today I feel like applying concealer and brightening this area up. You see how lightweight it is? Just adds a little bit more of a brightening effect, but not too much because the foundation was already quite brightening. Oh, I love this glow. I do have a powder, but I'm gonna move to the powder a little bit later because I do have this product that I haven't used in a while, and this is by Glossier, and this is the Solar Paint Bronzer in the shade Flare. I'm really curious to see about this product. It reminds me of the Westman Atelier, but this is kind of different, so it's more of a concealer type packaging. So I'm just gonna add a little bit like that. Let's just start with this F4 by Makeup by Mario. I'm gonna start with the big side here. It's a lot more warm tone. You can see the reddish in it, but I think once you blend it, it's really nice. If you don't want to use this as a bronzer, I like to use it as a blush as well. But today I have another blush by Glossier. But look how nice it blended. You see it was that red and quite warm. Let's add a little bit, but it blends into a really nice color. You see, it's quite scary, but it's gonna look so nice once it's blended. So I haven't used this one in a while, mostly because of the packaging and how scary it looks at first, but it doesn't take much to blend. Add a little bit more color here. I'm happy I picked this one up from my drawer. I missed it actually. Like, look how nice and natural it looks. Make sure you blend it into your hairline, because sometimes I don't do that and then you can see it. Now for blush, I chose another one by Glossier, so I really recommend this one. It's really good. Now the packaging on this one is not so cool because it's a little bit more messy, but these are the Glossier Cloud Paints. And the shade I have is Dusk. I really love this specific shade. Now be careful when you open it. Don't squeeze the product because it's like a squeezy tube. You can make a big mess. So I'm just gonna squeeze this much for now and work with that product. I'm gonna go into my Rose Ink number 3 brush and go like this. And then add this to the face. So you can see that it's a little bit similar to the bronzer, but it does have more of a peachy color. So again, if you don't have this blush and you have this bronzer, you don't have to go buy the blush as well. I think if you use this bronzer as a blush and maybe intensify it more when you use it as a blush, I think it's gonna look really good. Wow, look how pretty that is. Ooh, I'm actually loving this Glossier products. For powder, I haven't used this one in a while. This is by Dior. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder in the shade 0N, which is Zero Neutral. I do have another one by Dior, but this is the old version. I don't know if they sell this one anymore, but I'm just gonna go with a Real Techniques, the setting brush number 402. And look, there's like no creasing. You see that? The complexion looks really nice, and I don't see creasing from this concealer. And I have a nice glowy and hydrating foundation underneath. I love this concealer so much. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of powder just to eliminate this super glowy skin. Nothing wrong with the super glowy skin. I feel like using a powder today. Like you can see, it's still glowy and hydrating, but more settled. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the eyes. This powder right here, compared to this one, the new one by Dior, this is the Dior Forever Nude Matte Filter. I've been loving this one more. I think my skin loves this one more than this one. And I have this one in the 01 Fair. This is the newer version. And this is, like I said, 0N. So I don't know why I have a feeling that it looks better on the face. But I think I have to use this one a bit more to kind of set my mind on it and see how I really feel. Let's move on to the eyes. And today I have a palette that we all went crazy over when it first came out, and I'm happy I have it, and I have it in both shades. I'm using my Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette in light. So I have the dark version and I have the light version. I love this palette so much. I'm gonna go with my Refer 15 brush, and let's go in transition. She called it transition. So I'm just gonna do something light. You know what? I don't know if I feel like any type of shimmers on the eyelid. But look how pretty this is. I guess I shouldn't have brought it in the crease because we do have a crease shade, but it's okay. We're just gonna move it upwards and blend. If you do hear any singing, it's Dayla. She's beside me in her room. She loves her singing, her dancing, her acting. Yeah, she always listens to Freya Sky and her songs and the zombie songs from the movie. Just loves performing them, and she's really good. I'm gonna go with a Refer 14, which is a little bit thinner, and go into the crease shade right there. That's called crease. I love how she named them. I know some people don't like that, but I actually love that idea. You don't have to think, which shade should I use where? It makes it a little bit more calming on your brain. You don't have to worry. Not really worry, because it's not a worry, but you're like, sometimes you think, which shade should I use in the crease? Which shade should I use as a transition? This is a little bit more helpful, especially for beginners or someone who just starts with makeup. I love how this Refer 14 just fits there so nicely. I'm going to go into my first brush, the Refer 15, and just blend it a little bit, diffuse it more. I think I'm going to do a smoky eye today, and I will go into the shade called Smoke and add this all over the eyelid with a Refer 2. So the most used brushes by Refer are 2, 15, and 14. These are the main ones that I use daily. So let's smoke up the whole lid. I know we're just going to faux, but I don't feel like adding a shimmer. I just feel like having this all over the eyelid. Looks like chocolate. And blend it. And do the same thing on this eye. And I'm going to use the same brush, this flat one, and add on the bottom lash line here. But I am not going to add a liner today. I'll just use this one as my liner. So now go into the 15 brush and blend. And by doing this, you don't have to worry about adding a liner. I did have my Hourglass liner, and I was gonna add some to my eyes, but I don't think I feel like it. What I'm gonna do though, let's go into which one? I'll go into this one with another flat brush. This is Refer 28, and I'm just gonna go like this, and I wanna diffuse it here a little bit so that it's not so dark. I don't know if it will change anything. Bring that brown a little bit down in the inner corner. Oh yeah, I can see it does change. I'll use this one, my Refer 13, and go into the palette's highlighter right here. And with this one, I'm just gonna add it in the inner corner. This is the only sparkly shade you'll see on my face today. Add my mascara, my Tarte mascara, and I'll be right back with lips. So enjoy this intermission. Here is the final look with the mascara. I'll zoom you super close so you can see the complexion. I actually love these bronzers. I cannot believe I haven't touched it in so long because I was kind of afraid of thinking that it might take too much time to just blend because of the way the component looks. But I think everything looks super nice. Love the foundation. Amazing. What can I say? Like, look at that. And it's very hydrating and lightweight, yet it feels like it's gonna stay on my face and not move at all. I actually love this formula so much. I definitely recommend this one. I don't know if you have oily skin, if it will work as well, even though you can add powder on top of it to control the glowiness, but I think it looks really nice. Okay, before my battery dies and my husband's waiting for me to go eat, let's do the lips. I haven't used this one in a while. By One Size Beauty, this is the Lip Snatcher Precision Lip Filler Crayon. And the shade I have is, I don't know how it says it right here, Shy But Fly. So you can see the actual color and the name right there, which won't fade away. Okay, so I'm gonna line the lips quickly. Wow, this is a super nice color, and I think it's perfect for how this crayon goes in with this blush, these two together. It looks really pretty. I do wonder, I'm going to use this blush. I was going to use a Armani one, this one, but I want to use the blush and see. So I'm going to put some on the back of my hand like this, and then use my finger and add it to the lips and see. Very nice and muted. I like the color. Interesting. I'm going to grab a lip brush. This is by Moda, and just diffuse the ends here. I created my own lip color because I don't have this lip color in my collection, but I think I wanted to, I know I wanted to match with my blush, so by using the same blush, and look, I still have lots on my hand, so that's all I needed to do my lips, and I think this lip combo looks really good. I love this one with my One Size Beauty lip liner. This is a really nice combo. You know, when you have a cream blush or a liquid blush, might as well try it on the lips as well. I think it's gonna make the look come together a little bit better. Here's the final look. Isn't this pretty? I actually love this color. It's kind of like an orangey nude color. Very pretty. You can always add a gloss if you want. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Before I go to pho, I can't wait to eat the pho soup. And yeah, thank you for being here. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.